What's up, YouTube? Xraypc here. So I just wanted to crack out you guys the game, a top 5 things I wish I knew video for solo leveling arrives. So a big thing that you need to know is important is this activity fund thing, but never take a reward instantly thing until you hit that new tier if you know you can hit it within that time frame. Especially if you have the booster on, which is it's like a $7.99. You get it for free for your first 3 days, so make use of this as much as you can. But if you don't want to buy it, then obviously you don't have to buy it after it runs out, the free trial. But you don't want to use this until you hit that new tier. You hit that new tier, you get more XP per minute and more gold per minute. So like right now it's like 42. I'm 41 right now. I'm halfway to 42. I already used it though, because there's just even if I did like 5 refreshes, I would barely hit 42, so it just wasn't worth it. And plus I was just super tired. But your first 2 days, if you do 5 refreshes a day on your gates, you should be hitting like a lot of XP thresholds. So make sure you don't waste your activity. Also, going on that, a lot of people always are wondering, hey, how do I hit the higher XP how do I hit the higher XP thresholds? The thing you want to do to hit those higher XP thresholds, gates. The only thing you get XP from in this game is gates and story mode. Gates, your first 3, I don't have it already, did it already, but after this I can show you. Now it's gold. For you, each time you hit do 3, you get a milestone, so you get 11. So 9 of your 11 keys, you always use them. And then you always get like right now it was like 8k, 9k, like 11k. And then you get a 30% boost to this because I have that booster. Also, story and hard mode. Always go to hard mode. As soon as you unlock hard mode, I think it's like chapter 7, if I'm not mistaken. Around chapter 7 or maybe a Sung Jin Woo level, I unlocked hard mode. And then you want to go through this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I think you get enough, and you should be enough power to do all of this. You might even have enough power to kind of get through this a little bit. I never had a level cap and like a level limit until I think around here. I think around here I had a level limit where it was like you can't progress until you hit a certain level. I'm not sure. I think it was there. It might have been around here too. But you just want to do this so much free XP, and even these story missions that you think would never be would be pointless or hard, you'll probably only usually other games would just be the mission. Nope, these are free gems here too. So that's another way that's a huge tip right there. Tip number 2, they get XP. Tip number 3, like things I wish I knew, number 3 is gearing. So you like a lot of people always falling behind. McMahon, I'm getting stuck on chapter 8, either the double boss or Igris, or I'm getting stuck on Kang or the purple hair guy. Like for people who don't really remember names, the purple hair assassin guy that tries to kill Sung Jin Woo and all his friends. Anything like that, any stage you're getting stuck on, it's always gear. The gearing stages you only want to do usually tier 7 or tier 8. Tier 6 if you can't do tier 7. Tier 5 is like maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 times because you're trying to do their challenges really early, and that's like the lowest you should ever farm. These you just, I mean, obviously you do to get like through the tiers. But if you can't do tier 5, just push through story more, push your XP more, there's a lot more reasons you can't do it than your character's gear is bad. Obviously you should like just get like, usually the early game you should just worry about like artifact wise on a character. You want to just do 2 sets. So let's see, I'm trying to figure out a character I only had 2 sets on. Let me just throw something on this guy. So this is an example of like, okay, I ran out of gear. My gear is more on my important characters, and then this set is better on him anyways, this HP set. I mean, I could maybe put like another 2 set instead on him, but I'd rather not. But you would do like, okay, let's say this ult one. So I'd be like this ult, right? And then I'll do a 2 set of this, and then the boot, and then the things. So you get 5% more attack, and then ult, and you could do that on your Choi. Why? Because Choi can't crit, so you never put this on him, right? You need to read their abilities. So that like putting a good 2 set for now, and then later full 4 set it. 4 set bonuses are way better than a 2 set bonus. Way better. Like, so this is increases users HP by 8%. So now imagine if I had this and I had, okay, 8% more crit rate, 8% more HP. If you come from a game like Black Clover Mobile, where everybody and their mom would rather run three 2-sets instead of running, because somehow that was just more value because the 4-set bonus sucked. Whereas this game, the 4-set bonuses are like 32% more crit damage. Sometimes that's like, oh, whatever. But like this one, 18% more basic attack damage, 18% more core attack damage when they hit, and then when the attack hits, 60 more charge to your core gauge. So then you don't have to use as much. This is not good on this guy. I just put it on him because I just wanted the defense percentage one for now. But I'll probably use that on like. Obviously, you'd probably rather have a crit damage for this or whatever. That also goes to another my fourth tip. Look at your actual like character and make sure that things make sense. This is always gonna be additional attack. This is always gonna be additional defense. But your helmet and your boots can roll anything from what I've seen. There isn't like in this game where I've seen like speed. There's no speed in this game. I've literally gone. I get defense percentage of my boots, but I got on crit damage, I got on attack percentage, I got all that. While my helmet, I have attack percentage, I got an HP percentage. I haven't seen something yet where I even got healing given increase. So it's like, I haven't seen something where I'm like, oh man, I'd rather not have that. Also, then you also got to look at your skills. What do you use your character skill off of? Defense. Don't be putting attack percentage gear unless you have to. Unless that's literally the only gear you have, and the substats are perfect, but the main stat's the only thing that's bad or whatever. Don't be putting things that make that make no sense on your character, right? Defense percentage main stat, damage reduction, defense penetration, additional HP to make him tankier because he's a tank, but he's more of an aggressive damage dealing tank, and crit rate. A crit rate makes sense. He gets more crit rate literally from his dupes. So he's meant to be doing tons of damage and tons of break damage. You want the break set on him. You want him to do more break against weakness attributes. So anything that is, whenever your light is stronger in that stage. Really in this game, it doesn't matter. Usually a boss it's just weak to light. It's not a boss is dark, so he's weak to light. It's a boss is just has a light weakness, or like a boss could have a light weakness but resist water. That makes no sense. Or a boss would be light weak, tongue-tied, light weak, and then fire resistant. It makes no sense. It literally is just whatever they wanted to do in that moment. But things like this, where a defense percentage or a defense character, right? He does more damage with defense. Defense pen. To just do more flat damage increase, more flat damage, and then anything that gives you more defense. Whereas a character like, I said, this one does damage based off their HP, right? Or let's say her does damage. She's another damage tank, does damage based off her HP. So you want things that give you additional HP. More, you really want HP percentage, but additional HP, damage increase, damage reduction, and then defenses that make you more tankier because you're a tank. This always gives you additional defense, but HP percentage, defense percentage, additional HP, which is more damage, and then additional attack, which is useless on her, but it's fine. And then additional attack, which is always forced on this, so it doesn't even matter. And then damage reduction, I want HP percentage, got HP percentage +1, so it's insanely good. Attack percentage, which is terrible on her, but who cares? And then MP consumption reduction, which is actually really good. That's good on a lot of characters, but it's better on the characters who spam skills a lot, which she's kind of that character. She's not really about auto-attacking or anything. She's about getting her skills off and then rotating out with a QTE. And then critical hit damage, which is also really good on her. She's about doing a lot of damage. But I don't have a lot of crit rate, so that might not be good for now. I'd probably rather have like an HP percentage here or something. Just more flat, just flat damage increase for her. MP cost reduction, good. Additional HP, good. Great. And then defense percentage, great. Because anything, you always want defense percentage or HP percentage. Then you want the flat on these characters. And then characters like Choi, for example. I have this set because he can't use the crit rate set, right? So you want this set for now, and then later on you got to look at his thing. He on this dupe, I got the one dupe on him, so now he's OP, right? Because now I get triple damage on his skill 1 after ulting, and his skill 1, instead of just shooting a bunch of fireballs, shoots a giant meteor. So his entire kit changes. So you want to get like, okay, now I ult, so you skill 1, skill 2, ult, skill 1, skill 1, skill 1. You want to be able to get his ult as many times, so you want to get the set that refunds his ultimate. It's fast. 40% reduced cooldown on your ultimate. Also, increase ultimate skill damage by 25%. Then you want your support or another character, maybe like one of those HP tanks that you don't really care about having that HP set on them, where you want your power gauge acquisition rate increases by 20%. And then when the battle starts, instead of just the 2 set where it only benefits them, the battle starts, you get 50% of your ult gauge, right? And additionally increases the player and the party's power gauge acquisition rate by 20%. So let me just explain that also real quick. In this game, you have an actual like meter that fills up to let you use your ult, but when you use your ult, it has an actual cooldown itself. So even if you got your meter back, boom, like you're just doing so much damage, and maybe even have a character with this on your team, so you're getting your meter back really fast. It literally doesn't matter, solely because your ult cooldown is not back yet. This reduces your ult cooldown by 40%. You're chilling. Like 40% on your ult cooldown, and then... Oh, here you go. While tagging out, the cooldown of your ult passes 3 times faster and recovers power gauge by 0.5% every second. So like, a lot of these are like whatever, except for this one. Obviously, 50% more damage to your ultimate. This one's cool. I don't really know how much burn damage ends up equaling out to, because I wish they would have a damage meter in the game. I mean, I don't know how that would hurt you at all. Usually they sometimes don't do that so that people don't feel bad, but why would you? It's just the way they designed it. It's a single player game. I'm gonna show you guys the roadmap in another video. So show you. I don't think they have co-op content planned, but they have somewhat of a co-op content plan. I know a lot of people want to co-op, but there's a co-op coming in another way. But yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't have that. Then I'd be able to know how much burn damage does. But for now, whatever. Also, hey, this is very good on every mage, especially him, because he's all about getting all of his basic skills have reduced cooldowns, the meaning you get more skill 1s off. They also do 18% more damage. So there you go. But they cost 20% more mana, so you just gotta know. I need like maybe extra mana, additional mana on his skills or his substats. I think. I don't even know if I said the last thing, but let's say another thing that I wish I knew is what was it? Oh, fusion. A lot of people didn't even know this thing exists. This is how you get your new skills and your Sung Jin Woo. I'll just show you right now. Also your Blessing Stone. So there you go, right? I just got the finisher one. I don't even think I had that before. Yeah, it says number 0, right? So if you have none before, also it gives you a level on the actual skill. So every time you get a new skill, it gives you a level on the skill. You don't actually have to put like levels into it up to a certain point. But yeah, there you go. So now instead of pulling everybody into AoE and then slamming down for damage, it now gathers energy, right? It doesn't do anything. Then it like expands into a wide area and inflicts tons of damage. This one does airborne, then knockdown. This one only knocks down on the last hit. It doesn't do airborne. Then when the skill hits it, it decreases their defense. So I want that one because it decreases their defense. That's really insane, right? Now I can apply defense decrease without worrying about maybe a skill or like one of my allies on the assist skill doing it. Oh yeah, now I can do Blessing Stones. There you go. I can show you guys in the same video. By equipping Blessing Stones, you can. There's another thing I want to tell you guys about, because there are a lot of powerful ass passives in here. You can receive various effects that are beneficial in battle. You can equip up to 4 Blessing Stones on a skill page. There you go. Blessing Stone. You can equip up to 4 Blessing Stones. Obtain additional buff effects by equipping Blessing Stones. So right now, everybody by default, until you get this to be able to change it, has a daily quest completion. If your HP falls to 1, you become immortal for 4 seconds. Then you recover 2,000 of your HP immediately. You will recover an additional 4% of max HP when the immortal effect then ends. And then this effect can only activate once per battle. If you're like, you know what? I'd rather just have damage you take will decrease by 20% when you're 30% or less HP, right? You have a healer on your team. Somehow you're just healing out the damage. You don't really care about this. For now, I'm gonna keep that because that's actually really strong. But let's see if I get a better Blessing Stone right here. Okay, so what did I get? Fatal Strike. You can quickly take, which is like a new move he just learned in the anime for people who are anime watchers. You can quickly take down enemies with a fatal blow. Your target's break gauge instantly decreases by 2% when you land a critical hit. Cooldown 2 seconds. So honestly, that's actually insane. But I think that is more used for like boss stages where you know you can kind of beat it, like the accessory stage or something, where you know you could beat it without just getting taken down to like 1 HP all the time. Also, if you have like Byung Im or maybe your Juhi like super geared up, leveled up and everything, so they actually have HP where their heals actually matter. He's more of like a damage increasing support for now because I don't have him at like high HP. His HP is only 9,108. Maybe if I had him at like 12,000 HP and a ton of healing given increase, his heals would be matter more, and I could take that one that makes me immortal off and put more damage ones, or that one that makes me take less damage or something. But yeah, that's my video. I wanted to just kind of give you guys tips before I started my stream. I'm gonna be streaming here in a little bit, Xraypc on twitch.tv. Probably already streamed by the time this video goes live. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and peace out.